On 11th of June 2024, I came to the city of Gandhinagar in Gujarat. This is the place where the World Juniors is taking place. On my right is the current AICF secretary. He's just 24 years old. His name is Dev Patel, and I hoped that in this trip I would get to interview him. As I arrived, he agreed for the interview and we moved towards the playing hall to do so. Dev is the son of Ajay Patel, the former president of AICF and the man who has played quite a role in Indian chess. We sat down and we talked about various things about Dev's vision for Indian chess and much more. Dev, we are here at the World Juniors, sitting at the chess board. My first question is, what's your chess connection? Like, do you play chess?
Oh yeah, of course I play chess. So I represented Gujarat. I started at a very young age, probably 6-8 years old something. I don't remember exactly. So I used to play chess then, used to get coaching every day for 1.5 hours. I represented Gujarat in under 10 when we had I won the Gujarat state silver or bronze at that time for the state championship, and then I went on to represent Gujarat in nationals. And luckily it was happening in Gujarat, so it was easy. Then I think after that I stopped playing professionally for the state and like competitively, more like. I still used to play casually. Me and my dad started, actually he taught me chess when I was 6 years old or 7, some age around that, very young age. So he's been involved with chess for 20-25 years now.
Right.
So he used to teach me and I used to play with him. And I think when I was 10 years old or 11 years old, I finally started beating him. So uske baad to fir I didn't play competitively, but I used to play almost every other day or day, and at that time the internet and all were not that big of a thing, and I was a young person myself, and I also used to play other sports competitively. So tennis also I used to play competitively. I was Gujarat Seed 1 at one point. Swimming, I was the Gujarat state champion. What else? I have a bunch more. Shooting, I represented Gujarat in nationals, got the 4th rank.
Wow.
Yeah, almost got beaten for the bronze, almost. So I used to play. My day-to-day activities included mainly sports.
So sports has been a big part of your life.
Big part of my life. So I've been playing. I played almost all sports. So I had compulsory. Used to play tennis every day, even in summer vacations. And during academic year when it was ongoing, only tennis and swimming. Morning swimming, evening tennis. But in summer, I used to make it a point to learn 2 new sports along with this 2. So 4 sports summer mein ho jate the. So that used to be very fun. So sports has been a big part of my life. Dad also, of course, was a big influence on that because sports has been such a huge part of his life, and he was a referee during Commonwealth Asian Games for swimming. One in Australia, one happened in Delhi. So, even at his young age, sports was a huge influence on him. And he is a very firm believer that sports is such an integral and crucial part of your life that what you learn there on the court or on the field or on the board will shape you as a person, and not just as a game-wise, but as a person-wise also. So he really believes that, playing chess, why chess? Since we are talking about chess, let me focus on that. Chess, he's a strong believer that that's what he incorporated me at that young age. That it's a game where you win sometimes, you lose sometimes. So it gets, at that young age, if you're doing that, you're trying to accept losses. It shapes your mind in such a way that you're in life, when life goes through full up and down. So when the downs come, you're prepared. Your mind is already in that headspace. Okay, this happens.
Nice.
I can get the win next time. Right? So that it shapes your mind, psychology that way. And it's such a critical game that you're not just thinking about your moves. You have to think about your opponent's moves. You have to think in the future. You have to analyze your mistakes. So it's a holistic way, not just game-wise, but business-wise also, as a person-wise and life-wise. So my connection is very old. And
so this is about your sporting background. What have you studied? I mean, do you have a profession? Because now you are the Secretary of AICF. That will take some of your time, but what do you
Takes
do?
a lot of time.
What do you do otherwise?
So I did my bachelor's in US in computer science and management economics. So I have a double major. I have 2 BSs, bachelor's of science, and then I went on to work in Amazon as a software engineer. So I was there for 1 year in Seattle, and then I finally came back here and joined my family business, working with my dad, learning from him here, and mainly I focus on IT, real estate. What else do I do? Let's see. Venture capital also sometimes when I feel like it, and I'm trying to look into other sectors, try to expand the family business. I mean, I still have to prove myself a lot. So a lot of scope there, a lot of potential there, many sectors yet unexplored.
Right.
Yeah.
But this Secretary of AICF, did it come out of the blue, or was it something that you were prepared for? I mean, never in the history of Indian chess have we such a young secretary.
I mean, never in the history of chess has a candidate's winner been 17 years old.
That's true.
So, sports is getting younger day by day, players-wise and now administration-wise as well. So nothing new there. I feel it was bound to happen at some point. If not me, someone else younger would have taken the charge. But I was already the president of Gujarat, so I was involved, and I've been working with chess, and the family has been part of chess for so long. It was not out of the blue, but it's just it's a lot of responsibilities for sure, and I feel, at least personally, I've been able to cope up with it. But it was in my mindset that I want to contribute back to the sport that gave me so much. Right? I couldn't do it as a player, but I am happy to do it as an administrator.
Right. How has life changed? Because I think it's been a couple of months since you've been the secretary.
It's been exactly 3 months and 1 day.
3.
Yeah.
So how has life been different? And could you take us through a bit of what has happened? Because we did read from the president of AICF, the blueprint for AICF, which involves a budget of 65 crores allocated to chess. What are your thoughts on that?
So definitely the blueprint that we have laid out for the federation and for the future of chess in India is a magnificent step. It's a holistic approach. In fact, Grandmaster Kunteji, 4th Grandmaster of India, called it a 360-degree approach. So it's definitely a great development plan. It focuses on a lot of areas where I feel, so like if you look at India as a whole country, we are a 1.4 billion population. Our players are doing, like you can argue maybe for Magnus and all, but our Indians collectively are one of the best right now, if not the best.
Right now it's like any super tournament happens, there's definitely one Indian playing.
At least one, we have like 3-4 going now, Gukesh, right. Pragnanda, Vidit Gujarati, so many more. And Vishy Anand, of course, our legend is still up there. I think in the ranking he's 11th or 9th right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's up there, and of course Gukesh now having the potential to win the world championship against Dealing in November. So that's coming up for us. So Indian chess have so much potential and diversity in it. And we feel that if we don't capitalize on it now, then what are we even doing as a federation, right?
Correct.
So that's why the blueprint is focused in that mindset, and also supporting the grassroots levels, the upcoming players. I mean, we have a pool of 1 billion people, right? So you're bound to have excellent talent. And of course, chess being one of the games invented in India, arguably. I know there are some other arguments to that, but I'll take it as Indian game, Shatranj. So we have to be, if we are right now in the world ranking, India ranks 2nd, US ranks 1st. So my personal wish and dream is that we be the first one, and it's not that far. Of course, there are challenges along the way. We have to support our players, try to develop them from the grassroots, from the bottom level. And especially now that the sport is getting more younger and younger, the players are getting younger. So you have to tap into that school level, academic level, hell, even kindergarten level people, and try to develop them to make them world-class players at the least, at the very least, right?
But never before has such an amount been raised for chess. It's not been easy.
Yeah, definitely.
How can that be sort of turned around? Is there something that that can be done differently?
It's definitely the dedication of the new administration that plays a big part of it. I mean, if you put your mind to something, there's nothing that can stop you, right? So we sat down, we brainstormed, and now that we are trying to get Olympics to come to India, so there is a lot of backing in sports, and especially the momentum that Gukesh has created by candidates has also been a huge part to sponsors to come into the sport and sponsor more events, organizers to organize more events, and just collectively bring more people into chess, right? So that momentum that the players have given to us has been a big backing towards it. And of course, we have support of the government. Government of India has been very great. Our Honorable Prime Minister, personally, when he was our Gujarat State CM, he used to visit almost every other tournament, and he has been a part of it. He actually laid out the vision for that chess should become a permanent part of the children's curriculum in school. So that vision he laid out at that time years ago. So the government has been very supportive. And even Gujarat state government right now has been supporting this World Junior event so well. The Home Minister and the Sports Minister, Mr. Harsh Sanghvi sir, is coming today. So they're very inclined towards supporting the sport as a whole. Not just chess, all sports, but chess particularly is a dream project of them. Our Honorable Home Minister used to be president of Gujarat Gujarat State Chess Association. So, it's definitely a part of their thinking whenever they're making decisions regarding sports. Oh, how can we support chess more? So that backing has been really helpful for us.
And the World Juniors is happening in this gift city.
Yes.
I also spoke with a few people, I arrived today. And they've been telling me that this is one of the finest organized tournaments that they have played. So I guess this has been quite a success.
Yeah, actually, I hope so. But yeah, definitely, we have been getting very good feedback. This is Prime Minister's dream project, Gujarat International Finance and Tech City. So, and if you go around, you can see the development that is happening, and so much push, and so many huge companies are here. So it's definitely a great venue to host and to show investors, sponsors, and even the players to come see the development that India is going through, since we have like 48 international countries right now participating in this event, right? So it's a good showcase for India as well to show that we are not behind anyone. We are a developed nation also. We are right up there with you. So it's been a great venue, and the hospitality that the Gift City has provided us, they've been also our sponsors for the event. So it's a fantastic approach that they have taken with us, and they have been very cooperative, very supportive, and the beautiful hotel and the venue that they have created under the guidance of government of Gujarat is also fantastic. So yeah, we definitely have a lot of support from the government side, and Gift City being such a now prestigious and a matter of pride for all Indians, especially as Gujaratis. So we are very happy to host it here.
Brilliant. You spoke a lot about Gukesh, and now the World Championship is going to happen later in the year.
Yes.
India has made 2 bids. That's quite a surprise for many, that 2 bids. There's also Singapore who's bidding. Could you tell us a bit about the Delhi bid, which is the one that AICF is backing, and also your thoughts on the Chennai bid?
So no, we are very happy that we are getting more bids in chess. It shows a very positive future for the game, and especially coming from India, we are very happy with it. Of course, AICF has chosen the venue as Delhi, and with the help of the Government of India and the Ministry of Sports and SAI, Sports Authority of India. So we have made our bid accordingly, and we are hoping that we can get it in Delhi, our nation's capital, so we can showcase where the G20 happened to the world, right? The whole chess world will see, oh, this is what Delhi is, right? So we are very happy with the bid, and we are hoping that it goes through, and we are working very hard on it. As far as the other bids are concerned, AICF has only one bid, so that's all I would say on it. But we are very happy that we are getting other bids from India. It's good to see.
Brilliant. And chess is, as you said, growing. What is your vision for? I think you will be in doing things for the next few years now. What is it that you would like to implement and it's on the top of your priority list?
So there are a lot of things that the federation still has to do, and how can we become better? That's always the mindset, right? How do we do better? Even if you're the best right now, how can we get the next step forward, right? So that's what the mindset I take with, and especially me being a software engineer. So I also think about how can it be scalable, especially when you're trying to get 1 billion people to involved in the sport, right? So it has to be very scalable, very organized, very clean, right? So that's the mindset that I go in with. And I know the new administration, all of us are very dedicated to that whole mindset. Sorry, what was your question? I forgot the first
what are your priorities? Like
priorities,
in terms of actionable steps that you would like to take?
So definitely we have the blueprint laid out that will do that whole scalable approach and try to get more people involved into the game. But as point of view from the federation itself, one of the main priorities of mine is digitalization and trying to move into the new digital age.
Right.
So that one of the first steps would be changing the AICF website and making it more user-friendly, more modernized. So I do see I have to acknowledge that it's not one of the best websites out there. It is true. So me being a software engineer, I can clearly see what's wrong with it, and where we can improve would be a better term. So that will be one of my first priority, revamp it, make it more user-friendly, so that players, it's all about giving players all the support they need. They don't need to sit at a website that, has some ambiguities here and there and like get frustrated sometimes or whatever. That the time that they had to, like a 2-minute task would take 5 minutes is not okay, right? Even 5 minutes for a chess player is a huge thing, because your mind should always be into the game, and like they shouldn't have to worry about this trivial things, is more of the point. So that's one of the first things that I really want to work towards. Other things, of course, involve getting more digitalized, working on digitalization of the federation internally, getting more standard operating procedures in. So there are definitely places where there are a lot of scope of improvements in terms of SOPs. So that will be another priority of mine. Develop those SOPs that even like when we are not there, the federation, let's say there's some huge issue and office bearers just magically disappear, the federation would still be able, should be run automatically and function as a proper entity that it has been created for, right? The chess should not stop.
Brilliant. And I think for you, the next few months or even years will be spent in doing a lot of this work. You will be traveling across the country, perhaps also in different events. Are you excited for this sort of change in your life?
Yeah. I'm happy to always come see chess games. I was just seeing yesterday, I forgot who two players were. One was a GM, one was our Indian IM, Sri
Hari.
No, not Sri Hari. It was an IM, Shriyatari.
Anuj Shivratri.
Anuj Shivratri, yes, him. So I was just seeing his game. It was a rook bishop versus a bishop game. So that was very interesting. I stood there for 1 hour looking at it. So I'm always interested in looking in chess games and happy to travel to events, meet the players. I mean, essentially all we do is for the players, right? All the work, everything that we are supposed to be doing and planning to do, it's at the end of the day, it's the players who we do it for, right? So I was happy to come meet the players, and the whole chess ecosystem is usually there. The organizers, the sponsors, arbiters, coaches, the parents, right? So it's always happy to see all of them. And one-to-one interaction with them gives also a lot of ideas. Right. You can find out their problems. Oh, this is where this player is, struggling, or this is what is holding someone back from getting that next GM norm. So, we can work toward those individual problems also for our top players and try to push them forward. Right now, we have 85 GMs in India right now. So I really wish we double the number in the next 3 years, hopefully.
Wow. That's very ambitious.
That's a hope, okay? I'm not making any commitments. That's a hope. But yeah, we have some very great IMs right now who are on the verge of getting the next norms.
True.
So I'm sure the number is definitely going to go significantly up. How much, I can't say. Of course, it depends on the game and the end of the day and how they perform at that individual game and the event. So, but I really hope we do.
Yeah. Well, Dev, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for giving us this time.
And
also, we are very excitedly going to look forward to the work that you do and the changes that you bring about.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much.